a huge inspiration behind a lot of the work that I do is a guy called Dr. Bruce Lipton. I know I've mentioned him before on some of my lives before. And he's the author of a book called The Biology of Belief, and how the wisdom of our consciousness and how our thoughts can actually create not only our reality, but how they affect our bodies and our cells, and how that actually shows up. And one of the things that he talks about is actually the early environment. And if you look at the studies of epigenetics, which is basically the understanding that we were all born with a certain DNA. And for a long, long time, science was of the belief that the DNA was basically your blueprint of how life was going to be for you. And is now being proven is that actually it's the early environment will actually unlock different DNA. So you have different sort of keys in your DNA, and depending on the early environment and the early influence around particularly not just cells, but our children, it can really affect whether they can go on to live to their full potential.